Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Saima Mushtaq and welcome to sqadia.com. Our today's topic is axial skeleton, and we divided this topic into 5 sections. In the first section, we will cover overview of the skeletal system. We will talk in detail about the axial skeleton, but skeleton is the part of the generalized skeletal system of the body. So to cover that, we first should know about the basics of the skeletal system. So first section, we will cover overview of skeletal system, in which we will go over the functions and then divisions of the skeletal system and what are the different structures that make up the skeletal system. Bone is the main component, but beside bones we have few other structures that play important part in the skeletal system. In the next section we will cover skull, and then we will go in detail over the function of the skull, different bones of the skull. Your skull is divided into cranium and the facial bone. So we will go over those bones and then we will cover the cranial sutures. In the third section of our lecture, we will cover thoracic cage, which is also known as the rib cage because ribs are the main component of the thoracic cage. So we will cover the function of the thoracic cage, and then we will also go over the bones of the rib cage. Besides the ribs, we have vertebral column, thoracic vertebral column, and the sternum, which makes up the rib cage. And then we will go over the types of the rib, which is broadly divided into 3 types. Then in the fourth section of our lecture, we will cover vertebral column. Vertebral column, in this section, we will go over the function of the vertebral column, division of the vertebral column, and then little bit in detail about the structure of the vertebral bone, because vertebral column is made up of about 32 vertebrae. So we should go over the structure of the vertebral bones. Then in the last section of our lecture, we will cover some abnormalities of the axial skeleton. Some common abnormalities are stenosis of the lumbar spine, very common. Stenosis can occur in other portions of the vertebral column, but in the lumbar spine it's very common. So we will go over this. And then cleft palate. And then we will go over the curvature problem of the vertebral column, which are scoliosis, kyphosis, and lordosis. So we will cover all these 5 sections in this lecture, and hopefully you are excited to learn this topic and to learn more about this axial skeleton. Keep watching sqadia.com.